and this is going to be the JFC Show. And obviously the C stands for Chance, the man behind the camera.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to be doing sports on the Full Send podcast account, and so that's going to be us. And so I'll have Joe talk about our first topic.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it. We're going to talk about the most important game of the year, the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. My initial thoughts on it is basically I'm leaning towards the Patriots to win this game. I think the Rams are a more talented team, but overall I think the Patriots have been playing better more recently, as in they're peaking right now. Like, they played their best game of the year last week against the Chiefs.
And I also saw something that was saying that more than 70% of the Patriots roster have been in at least one Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Which experience is huge when it comes to a big time game like this. But I feel like the Rams have such a great squad for them, considering that they built for this game all year long, going into last offseason for trading for Brandon Cooks, getting Peters, signing Talib, getting Sue. They built for this game, and that's why I feel like the Rams should be the ones that come out on top of this game.
So I understand what you're saying, but I feel like they have played their best game already this season. Like, they peaked about 2/3 of the way through the season, and they haven't really played a great game since then, I don't think. And obviously they're in the Super Bowl because they're that good of a team.
Yes.
But I feel like the Patriots, I don't know, you give Brady and Belichick 2 weeks to prepare for a team, I'm going to choose them over anyone.
And I think that Sean McVay is definitely the next Belichick. He is insanely smart. From him memorizing the Titans defense when they played the Titans, knowing everyone's positions, and going back from when he memorized the plays that he ran his third year coaching against, like, as the Redskins coach. Like, that's insane, knowing what he ran on those certain plays. But I feel as if Sean McVay could pull off this game. And I feel, because if you look at Todd Gurley's stats from that last game against the Saints.
Yeah, he didn't play.
He didn't play at all. What was it, 4 carries for 10 yards and 1 touchdown? That is insane for Todd Gurley, who could be the NFL Offensive Player of the Year, which could be insanely good. And I feel that he should be able to win that game for them, unless C.J. Anderson comes out.
Yeah.
Because obviously he carried them the last couple games of that regular season, and even into the Cowboys and the Saints games.
Yeah, see, that's what scares me, though, about the Rams is they beat the Saints, but they only scored 26 points, and I'm not sure if 26 points is going to get it done against the Patriots and Tom Brady. I feel like you're going to have to score 30-plus to beat them in the Super Bowl. And with Todd Gurley not playing, like, he didn't play in the NFC Championship game. We don't know why. They say it wasn't injury, so why wasn't he in? That kind of concerns me.
Because Sean McVay wanted the best player to play, which was C.J. Anderson at the time. Even because NFL players could say they're not hurt, but they really feel it. And it's just a play.
Yeah.
And so I feel that's why Todd Gurley didn't want to play.
Right, but that's what scares me is the fact that they thought C.J. Anderson was better than Todd Gurley at that point in time. So you're going into the Super Bowl without your best player.
Yeah. So what do you think the final score of that game would be?
I think it's going to be close. It'll probably be a classic Brady gets the ball 2 minutes and goes down the field and scores a touchdown to win the game. I think it'll be like 34-31, something like that.
34-31. See, I'm going 27-35. And I think that the Rams will come out on top. I feel like the rushing attack for the Rams will be really good. I feel like the Patriots running game will be also really well, seeing how they did against the Chiefs defense. But the Chiefs defense wasn't as elite as the Rams defense is.
They played really well in the playoffs. So, they showed that they were legit.
Yes, and they shut down. Like, I just feel like the Rams could pull it off. Chance, how do you feel about this?
I don't know. I think it could go either way. Like, the Rams are good on offense. Like, they're probably just as good as the Patriots on offense. But the Rams defense, they have a lot of superstars, but they don't work well together. Like Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters, they don't work very well together. Like, their D-line, phenomenal. But anything after that, it's not very good.
See, the thing about having superstars on your defense, though, is it makes not such a great defense throughout the season, but when you need to make a play at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, that's when you like to have those guys. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, that would be a good game. February 2nd or February 3rd?
Third.
It's
the
third.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, February 3rd.
Third.
February 3rd.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we're going to go into our next topic, which will be held on February 2nd, the day before the Super Bowl, which will be the NFL Honors. So there's going to be 7 awards, I believe, that are given out, which will be MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, the Walter Payton Award, and the Comeback Player of the Year Award. I believe I'm missing one. I don't know which one, but I might be. And so
I think you got them all.
I'm pretty sure I did. All right. So
The important ones. We got them.
Yeah. They're all important, but, All right. So going into it, who do you think will be the MVP of this last season?
This isn't even a question. It's Patrick Mahomes. 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns. Not even a question. I'm a Saints fan.
For a second-year player, I haven't seen anyone play like that.
Yeah.
From their second year.
One of the best seasons of all time.
Yes.
And he's only in his second season.
For him to be compared to Peyton Manning in his second year.
Yeah.
That's pretty phenomenal. Someone that sat behind Alex Smith.
Yeah, I remember 9 months ago when they traded Alex Smith, and we were like, I don't know if
that's not
going to
be good
this year.
And then all this talk about Patrick Mahomes in the offseason throwing these interceptions, not being able to read defenses, and then he comes out throwing no-look passes? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't win it, solid number 2, Drew Brees.
Yeah, but it's not even like Drew Brees. It was pretty tight like halfway through the season, but I think he lost at the second half of the season.
Whoever doesn't win MVP should win Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, probably.
And that's either going to be Drew Brees or Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
One of those two will win it.
I feel like they like to give that award more to running backs because MVP always goes to a quarterback.
Yep.
So I feel like if I was making a prediction, probably Todd Gurley. But if they give it to Drew Brees, I don't think anyone would be complaining.
Nope, not at all. And another thing is, another dark horse MVP winner could be Aaron Donald. I think Aaron Donald could be the MVP, but surely he's going to win defensive MVP.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Because he had, 20 sacks on the season?
Something like 20 and a half sacks.
20 and a half, yeah. I think that's how many he had.
Yeah, if there weren't a lot of quarterbacks like Mahomes and Brees having incredible seasons, this would be the year a defensive player would win MVP, I think.
Yeah,
but because the quarterbacks were so good this year.
Yeah, 20 and a half.
Thank you, Chance.
Yep, it all goes to Chance. But 20 and a half, that is phenomenal because that's one away from Strahan's record, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it was 21 and a half, unless it was just 21. But
really close.
So then
definitely Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I agree with that. So going into Offensive Rookie of the Year, who do you think is the front runner in that?
A lot of people are going to say Saquon. But I'd like to see Baker Mayfield get it just because he had a good year as quarterback.
Yeah.
But then what he did for the Cleveland Browns, like they had one win in the last 2 seasons, and then he comes in. He doesn't even start week 1, and they still win 7 games. Like if he's starting from week 1, think about it, they may have had a run at the playoffs.
And they did have a run at the playoffs.
They had a chance, but they could have been playing.
Also, their division wasn't that well this year.
It wasn't that good.
Considering the Patriots were struggling, the Rams and the Ravens were doing really good with Lamar Jackson. But I think the Browns, they could have pulled it off.
Yeah, if they had started Mayfield from the beginning, they could have had a good chance at it. But I like how he just came in and immediately started winning.
Yeah, it was a Thursday night game, I believe. And he came in and he just tore it up. Yeah. Twitter was blowing up. Everyone just loving. They were all jumping on the Baker Mayfield train.
I'm happy the Browns
found
that guy.
I jumped on the Baker Mayfield train.
I'm happy the Browns finally found
the guy. You know what?
Guy.
And I'm glad they drafted him because he was the only one that said, "Hey, I can turn this franchise around. Yeah. I am that guy."
He's got a certain swagger about him.
Yeah, he's got.
That
man,
they needed in that building.
Oh yeah, for sure. That guy is insane. Like he's good, humble. Not really humble, but.
He tells you when he does it, but hey, he goes on. He puts the work in.
If he can beat you up, he's gonna do it.
That's right.
Like, that's smash mouth. But another talk like Saquon. Yes, Saquon could get it. I'm a Madden guy. I have Saquon on my. I have a rookie premiere. I love Saquon. If he gets a card, I'm happy about that. But I believe that Saquon could win it, but he didn't. He carried the Giants, man. 91 catches as a rookie for a running back.
Yeah.
He almost broke Odell Beckham's record of rookie receptions.
Yeah.
Like how? That's insane. That's unheard of for a running back to have 1,300 yards and 91 catches as a rookie. He carried that Giants offense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have any arguments if he wins it for sure.
Oh no, it's Baker or Saquon.
Yeah, it's a
Both
2-man race.
They were great.
I don't even know who the third guy they're gonna invite.
Yeah,
it's not
who else did good? Who?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He didn't have the stats because he only played
If he played the
67
full
games,
season,
but
yes, he's in the conversation. But
Yeah.
he played 6-7 games. He's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Interesting little sidetrack. Do you think the Ravens are going to go with Lamar Jackson next year or keep Joe Flacco around?
They're trading Joe Flacco.
Do you think?
Joe Flacco's getting traded. The best
Yeah.
spots for him are none of the teams in the top 10.
Yeah.
I
A
think.
team that has a good team that just needs a quarterback.
Yep.
and is a team.
I believe that they won't go there. I believe that the Giants at number 5, I believe that they'll take Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback from Ohio State,
Yeah.
and I believe that the Jags at number 7 will take I think they will take Kyler Murray if the
Or the guy at Missouri.
Drew Lock. I think
too.
he's going to go number 10 cuz if not, the Broncos will trade up to him for him.
You think the Broncos?
The Broncos really like him,
Okay.
and he's unbelievable. They're strong. They strongly like him,
Okay.
and I think that could be a pick where the Broncos move up to get their guy and sit him a little bit behind Case Keenum, unless they get someone this year, which is a Joe Flacco type.
Yeah.
The Broncos get a Joe Flacco. They go into that.
Perhaps Joe Flacco maybe because there's rumors Cam Newton may not play next season. If the
That is-
Panthers
yep.
go and get Joe Flacco for a season maybe, something like that.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the defensive rookie of the
Right.
year.
Right.
Yeah, going a little off topic there, but you know what? That's fine. It's we're talking
It's a
here. We're having a
podcast.
good time. We're having a good time. So defensive rookie of the year, for me personally, it's down to 3. Not in any particular order right now. Derwin James, Darius Leonard, Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah.
It's insane the 3 seasons that those guys had, playing safety and backer. So who do you believe out of those 3 deserve defensive rookie of the year?
I'm gonna give it to Darius Leonard. Crazy amount of he was first team All Pro, wasn't he? Like just an incredible season by him and really helped that Colts defense out in the playoff push. The other guys I like, but Vander Esch, he didn't quite play the whole season, and Derwin James.
But he led his team in tackles.
Yeah, that's
true. That's pretty
He
nice.
came in, he played great
yes,
too. But
yes. Darius Leonard is my pick as well.
Yeah.
Like I like Derwin James. I like Derwin James coming out of the draft. A 6'3" big safety,
Yeah.
like a Cam Chancellor-esque player. That's something that the NFL loves to have. 6'3" safety. He played in the box, down in the box when he was in college. That is nice. And for him to come out the way he did, he lived up to the hype. I'm surprised he fell as far as he did to 17 to the Chargers.
Yeah, that was
but
shocking.
you know what? He went.
Yeah.
And for Leighton Vander Esch, as much people hated him, for him to go 19 to the Dallas Cowboys, that's phenomenal. No one expected that. No, everyone hated that pick.
Yeah,
All Cowboys, trust me.
You had Sean Lee in there.
Oh man, Sean Lee's been injury prone for
Yeah.
the past couple of years, and all Cowboy fans know that. And for Leighton Vander Esch to come in and play over Sean Lee after he got hurt, and to fill the role that he did, oh man, Sean Lee's out.
Yeah.
Sean Lee.
It's a lot easier to move on from a guy like that when you have a replacement ready to take his spot.
Yeah. So final answer, Darius Leonard.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, going on to comeback player of the year. Now I have someone in mind,
Okay.
and you gotta give it to the man Andrew Luck.
I agree.
He led the Colts offense back to the playoffs. Yes, he had a great O-line this year,
Yeah.
giving up
they really
like 18 sacks this year,
Crazy good.
going from 52 sacks to 18 sacks. That's phenomenal. That's amazing for their offensive line.
Yeah.
For a line that was like, oh, they're never gonna give Andrew Luck the protection. Yeah, like that's awesome and that's great. I think Andrew Luck will be back next year and the year after that and the year after that. He will be back to that number 1 pick he was in 2012.
Andrew Luck's probably the 3rd runner in the MVP award. So just the fact that he came off of that injury and came back and had such a phenomenal season. After a slow start too, like the first couple of weeks he was not looking good. He had 5 or 6 picks in the first couple of weeks, but he really turned it on the second half of the season. Colts won a playoff game against a really good Houston Texans team, so I think he definitely deserves it.
Yeah, I agree with that. And another one that I could also say was Deshaun Watson.
Okay, yeah.
After coming off an injury the way he did, tearing his ACL, passing for 4,000 yards, rushing for another 500. Like, that is amazing.
He had a great season, too.
Yeah, and he had 1 healthy receiver the whole year. That is great.
Granted, it was one of the best receivers in the league, but still.
Oh, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, don't get me wrong. Don't take anything away from him, but they lost QD, they lost Fuller.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of those guys were in and out of injuries, and you know what? It's good that they had a solid quarterback play, which they haven't had in many years. going back to when DeAndre Hopkins had all those great seasons, he never had just one quarterback.
Remember, 4 years ago when the Texans were in the playoffs, and you're like, oh, if they just had a quarterback, they would be winning Super Bowls.
Who's TJ Yates?
Yeah.
This guy's playing quarterback.
They finally found the
in
quarterback,
the playoffs?
and now their defense is starting to get a little old. They may have missed their window.
Yeah.
But.
So that's I think that would be the final NFL honors that we talk about. Coaches. We can talk about coaches.
All right, new hires in the NFL recently.
Yeah.
You want to start with the most probably flashy one, Cliff Kingsbury to the Cardinals?
Oh yeah, it's a big risk move.
Yeah. Everyone's looking for Sean McVay.
Oh yeah, he's young. Oh, he's gonna be the hire of the year, man.
Looking for the young offensive guys.
Unless he loses.
Yeah. If some of these coaches don't work out, that we're gonna.
Chance, can you look up the record that Cliff Kingsbury had at Texas A&M this year?
Yeah, because it wasn't good.
It wasn't a winning record.
He didn't have a good record.
And for them to have a losing coach take a job at USC
and then leave a month
But
later.
no. The thing is, it wasn't even the head coaching job at USC.
Yeah.
He was going to USC to be an offensive coordinator. So you mean to tell me that the OC job at USC is just as important as the head coaching job for the Cardinals?
I think the smartest thing for the Cardinals to do would be bring in guys who have been head coaches before. Bring in veteran coaches to help him out.
Because there's still Bruce Arians out there.
No, he went to the Buccaneers.
He is?
The Buccaneers hired him.
Okay, that is so what was his record?
9-4. 9-4.
That was Kingsbury record?
Yeah.
For the
head coach of Texas A&M?
This year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh.
9-4.
Oh, this past season. I thought you meant the total record, like accumulative, wasn't very good. But this last season was all right.
Oh, okay. I thought because he got fired, didn't he? Or did he leave? I think he got fired.
He got fired.
Okay, he got fired.
They fired him.
So for him to go 9-4, that's our fault for that losing season. He had a pretty decent season.
That's not that impressive.
Yeah. But what?
He was the coach of the 7 overtime game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LSU Texas A&M,
Wait.
that crazy game.
Mhm.
Are you looking at Texas Tech or Texas A&M?
A&M.
He was the coach for Texas Tech.
Oh fuck! You said A&M.
I said Texas Tech. I thought.
You definitely did.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew that Texas A&M did all right.
Our apologies.
They went 5-7.
Yeah,
5-7.
That's why
Losing record. That's what we were trying to say.
I was
But see, when you said that 7 overtime game, I was like, that was Texas A&M and LSU.
Yeah.
I was kind of confused on that, but okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, thanks, Chance. But yeah. So for him to come from a losing season to go to the NFL to coach a losing team, that's not.
I think they're trying to get a coach that may work with Josh Rosen and make Josh Rosen a good quarterback.
But they're already talking about taking Kyler Murray at number 1.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I think there's too many good prospects on the D line for them to take a quarterback number 1.
Yeah,
because there's so many up there.
Yeah, because the top 3 picks will definitely
probably
be
top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
If you throw Devin White
I
in
don't
there
know.
at LSU.
There's talk about the Raiders picking a quarterback with their first pick and having him sit behind Andrew Luck.
Or Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Gruden will work with Derek Carr, honestly. Derek Carr's a good quarterback. He's not bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like last year they tanked it. I definitely feel like they tanked last season to get those picks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of came up boned when they traded Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper to losing teams that turned into playoff teams.
Yeah.
With the addition of those players.
And those players were pivotal in those teams' success.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes them look bad, but.
Because they have the 3rd pick, the 24th, and the 26th or 7th, somewhere in that range. So they have 2 in the 20s. I think that they could trade those 2 picks to trade up.
Yeah.
They could be smart to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they will. I think they'll sit back.
Yeah, take the guys in there.
Because they have
build up talent because they need a lot of
Oh
talent all
yeah.
around. I feel like the reason John Gruden was willing to make those trades is because they gave him that 10-year contract. Like if he was on a 4 or 3 year contract, he wouldn't be taking that as a risk.
And I really
but he wants to build his own team.
I really like the GM move that they made for Mike Mayock.
Okay.
Because I feel like him and Jay Gruden, they knew each other. John Gruden, my bad. They knew each other when they were working together as hosts, and I feel like that could be really well for draft talent, even though maybe that might not work out because they're like, all right, this guy's a sleeper, this guy's a bust, this guy's a bust, this guy's a sleeper. They could do that too much.
Yeah.
And it could show, but I think that they will be a really good pick there in Oakland. Another coach that I feel like should be getting a job is Jack Del Rio.
Okay.
Jack Del Rio he was a great coach for the Raiders.
Yeah,
he brought the Raiders back. He was, you know what? Yeah, he did all right with the Jags, but he brought the Raiders back to the playoffs. Yes, they lost Derek Carr that season, but that was an MVP season for Derek Carr.
Yeah.
I believe that if a team wants to do good, I believe they should bring back Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, so what teams are looking for coaches?
Currently, I think the Dolphins are waiting for the OC from the Patriots, or the defense coordinator for the Patriots. Something for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I thought it was like, yeah, I don't remember.
It's something like that. Yeah, can you check that for us, please? Because I know it's the Bengals and the Dolphins that need coaching.
Yeah.
And those
Jacksonville and Cincinnati would be all right.
I think that could be fine, but you're looking up the teams that need head coaches right now between the Dolphins and the Bengals. And I really like Bruce Arians.
In Tampa,
Tampa Bay.
What Tampa needs, they have talent and they have a lot of young guys, but they need
is Jameis Winston the answer for them?
We'll see how he does this season. If he has another season like this, then I'm gonna say cut your losses, and move on.
So what do you do about Fitzpatrick? Do you keep Fitzmagic?
He's not.
Fitzmagic, man? Not Come on, the beard. You gotta love the beard.
He played good for like 2 or 3 games, but he played in other games and didn't play. There's a reason they benched him for Jameis Winston, because he was throwing 4 picks in the first half.
Okay,
He's not a good quarterback. They just caught some teams off guard at the beginning of the season.
Okay, there's one move in the NFL that I was shocked. I'm kind of surprised about, and that is the Raiders' move by picking up the GOAT, the one and only, Nathan Peterman. That's all I gotta say. They picked up Nathan Peterman as a backup quarterback.
Just 'cause, I guess, for the memes.
For the memes, yeah, but John Gruden doesn't care about the memes.
I know, I don't know. He must have seen something in him.
It's not like he said he really liked him.
Yeah.
He said he really liked him.
I mean, John Gruden knows quarterbacks.
But isn't McCarron still in Oakland?
AJ McCarron?
Yeah, AJ McCarron, I'm pretty sure is the backup quarterback in Oakland. But, yeah, so the coaches, there's a lot of...
You want to talk about Green Bay Packers hiring? The Titans offensive coordinator, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure. I think that could be a good pick, but...
It kind of surprised me, because it was like, the Titans, it's not like they had a great offense. It's not like he had some spectacular year. I'm not sure I understand.
And their offensive coordinator, who they got?
Yeah.
The OC from the Jags?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
They're just picking up the offensive coordinators from bad offenses. I'm not sure I understand.
That doesn't make any sense. You have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and you're picking up some OCs that aren't even from, like, great teams.
But you gotta think, though, about the Jags one. Blake Bortles, he's an awful quarterback.
Blake Bortles also didn't have
but
wide
you gotta
receivers.
think the year before, when Blake Bortles actually played somewhat decent and they had decent receivers and Leonard Fournette was healthy, they were actually good.
Yeah,
but they also got carried by their defense.
Yeah.
That Jags defense was nasty last season. They should have definitely done something big. And for them to be a top 10 pick this year, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think that
it's sad to see good teams
drinking the Kool-Aid a little too much, and they didn't put the work in.
Kool-Aid. Oh man, yeah. So I agree with that. The Packers, they could have made some better decisions.
Yeah,
but
I feel like when you have someone as smart as Aaron Rodgers, like he can figure out the offense. Go get a guy that's going to help your defense. Because the Packers the problem has always been the defense.
There's also that talk about the black coaches that are getting fired. Like,
perhaps. I'm not sure I buy into it a whole lot. It's like teams aren't.
They're
trying to win.
Stuff. Like, it's a win game. Like you play.
There's a lot more white coaches.
It's a pay-to-win league. Almost.
Yeah. There's a lot more white coaches, so more white coaches are going to get hired. That's just numbers.
It's the way that it's always going to be.
Yeah.
But you know what? If there's a mastermind that is African American, and he does good for him. That would be good.
Yeah.
Like, look at Tony Dungy and Mike Tomlin.
Anthony Lynn and Chargers had a great year.
Oh yeah.
First year coach. Yeah. What, 12-4 they were or something like that?
Yeah, they're 12.
Great year.
But the only problem was they're in the same division as the Chiefs.
Yeah. They ran into the Patriots in the playoffs.
Yeah. So for another team that's struggling pretty bad, the Steelers.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? What's up with AB wanting to trade out? Where's Le'Veon?
I don't know, man.
He's gone.
Le'Veon's a free agent now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like his
Is he?
contract.
Yeah.
So he can go anywhere. He's not going back, obviously, because
Oh,
they're not
no.
going to pay him. So they're losing Le'Veon.
Yeah, but what are they?
AB wants out.
They have Connor though.
Yeah, they have James.
They have
Conner,
two
so.
young studs on that offense that could fill their roles in Juju Smith
James Conner.
and James Conner. Those are two great players who are going to fill those roles very well.
It's interesting. Do you think they take a quarterback this year? Look for Ben Roethlisberger's replacement. Maybe don't.
Not this year.
Not this year.
Not this year. Next year for sure. Next year's
Okay.
the quarterbacks that are coming out of the draft next year could be something special.
Yeah, that's true.
Waiting for Tua and Jake Fromm.
Yeah.
Like those are some good quarterbacks that could be coming out of the draft next year. And then even after that, like Trevor Lawrence, like
next
that's
year. Yeah.
yeah, that's something like. But you never know.
Future problem.
Yeah, that's future. That's future. But I don't think they take a quarterback this year, unless I could see them taking that quarterback out of Duke. He's good. He's a young stud.
Yeah.
They said that he's been working with Peyton Manning, Eli Manning.
Yeah. Not necessarily a football powerhouse Duke, but it's a guy that knows how to play.
Yeah.
And can learn behind Roethlisberger for a couple years.
Exactly.
That's what
like,
you're looking for.
where did Roethlisberger come from?
That's what teams
Miami of Ohio.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what
come
teams
on,
like
man.
the Patriots,
Yeah.
the Saints, Steelers,
Like, come
guys
on.
with old quarterbacks who are Hall of
The
Famers.
big
they
powerhouses
need
in quarterbacks in college football that are from powerhouse places, most of them don't come out to be the best.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Brady, yeah, Michigan. But was Michigan the best?
No, not.
Exactly.
And Brady was a 6th-round pick. It's not like
exactly. And then you look at like Rodgers from Cal.
Yeah.
But Phillip Rivers, NC State, Eli Manning, Ole Miss. These are Power 5 teams.
Yeah.
But how good were they? And that's the thing that people were like, oh yeah, hey, look at that. Like Carson Wentz. Look what Carson Wentz did.
Yeah.
But hey, Nick Foles coming in strong. And yeah, I believe that the Philadelphia Eagles have a pretty bad situation on their hands.
Yeah.
It's a good situation to have, but it's bad.
Yeah,
because what do you do?
Pick one or the other.
What do you do with that the second pick in the NFL draft? What do you do with that? Like, what are you supposed
roll
to do?
with Carson.
Keep him.
You roll with Carson.
You keep
You
Carson
roll
Wentz?
with the younger.
You roll with Carson
okay,
Wentz because he has the talent. Like Nick
Yeah.
Foles had a couple.
But there has been locker room
problems.
problems with Carson Wentz that they've been talking about. And so, do you keep with Nick Foles? Like, hell, Nick Foles took him to the. They
won a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
They
He
won a
was
playoff
the
game. It was
Super
a little
Bowl
bit of a
MVP.
lucky.
They beat Brady in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
of all teams. Yeah, you go and you beat it's a team that, whoa, hey, 1-year deal. No, you're beating a team of a dynasty for the past 18 years. That's insane.
Yeah,
That's literally
unfortunately
Nick Foles.
for the Eagles, I think that was
Personally, I don't like the Eagles, but hey, if whatever they're doing, they did something right last year.
I think that was more of a 1 year. I don't think Nick Foles can be your guy for a long time.
I don't know.
I think Carson Wentz has a chance to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, so you can't just get rid of him and give up on him.
He's a stud.
He's had injury problems, but if he can get past those, he'll be a great quarterback.
All right, so we were talking about the Steelers,
Yeah, we got off track.
and you know what?
Shocker.
We love football. But getting back to the Antonio Brown, best spot for him. Where do you think he'll go?
There's a lot of rumors about 49ers, right?
Yep.
Jerry Rice has been saying stuff. I think that would be nice with him, Jimmy G. They got a good young coach who knows offense. Honestly, anywhere except Pittsburgh, because I think he just needs to change the scenery, and if he just goes somewhere else where he's got someone throwing on the ball and getting him 100 catches a year, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree with that. And even with I think the best spot for him could be San Francisco.
Yeah.
Almost as far away as possible from Pittsburgh.
Sunny California instead of
Exactly.
snowy Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's a little bit of a diva, so I might like that.
Oh yeah.
All the wide receivers are. It's fine.
But what can you say? He is a one-of-a-kind talent. Central Michigan? What's up with Central Michigan producing him, J.J. Watt?
Yeah.
What's up with that, man? Like, come
Crazy.
on. Like, it's insane to see how good Antonio Brown could be. Like, oh man, he's a stud. But him on that.
Was he like 30 years old now? Like he's getting up there, and he's going to be past his prime pretty soon.
He's pushing that age. He's
not going to be the best in the league.
He is. If he joins, he's 30.
Yeah,
okay, thank you, Chen. Yeah. Okay, so he's joining. If he joins the Niners, they will have Jimmy G, George Kittle, who blew up this year.
Stud.
Blew up. He had more receiving yards than George, and then Travis Kelce. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking of his brother, the center. All their yards. But yes, I think George Kittle could be a great tight end if he has a solid quarterback play.
Okay.
And yeah. So I agree. I think that the Niners would be the best spot for him. What about Le'Veon? Who needs a running back right now in the NFL? Who is a running back away from being a contender?
Jets.
That's a good call.
I don't think they're not contenders if they get Le'Veon, but that would be a nice fit for him. I think Packers. Team over there and Rodgers.
They do have 3 running backs already on that
but
roster.
None of them are any good. Like, you like any of those guys?
2 running backs.
You like any of those guys in Green Bay though? Not really.
They're not flashy.
Yeah.
But do the Packers have the same O-line that the Steelers have?
No, but I mean,
Do you
come on.
think
You're getting Le'Veon Bell. Like, he'll get yards.
But after seeing James Conner's year, do you think that Le'Veon Bell was just good because of the line?
I think to an extent that helps, but he's a great running back. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's not bad. The only question about him is that he sat out a year. Is he going to be the same
It's
guy?
just like asking if DeMarco Murray was an elite running back.
Yeah.
Now retired with one of the best lines in football. Like,
That's like most of the good teams have really good offensive lines. Like, is Drew Brees or Tom Brady not good quarterbacks because they have good O-lines and good receivers? Like, obviously they're still great.
I really like the idea of Le'Veon to the Jets, just because he can pair up with Sam Darnold, a young quarterback who could use a great running back. Because look at how Jared Goff played.
Yeah,
he has a great running back play. And the Jets, if they can hook up that Le'Veon Bell connection with Sam Darnold, I feel like that could be amazing.
And Le'Veon's a great pass catcher out of the backfield, which is great
for
young quarterbacks especially.
Exactly.
Need the check downs.
And especially old quarterbacks like Eli Manning and Tom Brady, because they hit a lot of check downs this year.
Yeah.
What?
So did Drew Brees.
What's his name? James White. He had 15 receptions in that game against the Chargers.
Yeah.
That's a record. That's a running back.
Well, I think that has something to do with the fact the Chargers were giving him that, and he was taking it. But still.
Yeah. Take what you're given.
Yeah.
And if it's not broke, why fix it?
Exactly.
And that's great talk.
So you want to transition to NBA a little bit?
Ooh, NBA. That's a lot of
Anthony
talk.
Davis trade rumors.
Yes, Anthony Davis. Now, after his agent released the facts that he wanted to be traded and all the details of what would happen, Ant Davis got fined $50K.
That's chump change for him.
It's yeah, exactly. But okay, but
it's
still a fine that the league had to give him.
Yeah, it's just because I think it was just because his agent made it a public announcement or whatever instead of going to the team direct. It's not a big deal, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, you should have just told the team that.
Is there going to be Ant in LA?
If the trade is made if the Pelicans are going to trade him before the deadline this year, it will be to the Lakers because I think they're the only team with the assets to get him. But if the Pelicans hold off and they're patient, wait till the off season, I don't think so because then the Celtics come into play who have some better options. You can wait until the draft lottery, maybe they go after the number 1 pick.
The thing that I have with the Celtics is that Kyrie might not come back.
Right. Which maybe makes more incentive for them to go get Davis.
Yes, but wouldn't you want like almost a built super team?
Yeah.
Like the Warriors to beat the
Warriors? That's true. Yeah, if Kyrie doesn't come back on free agency, then trade for Davis doesn't make a whole lot of sense for them.
And another thing that I saw is that the Warriors are on an 11-game win streak, but after this season, Klay Thompson could be out if the Warriors don't give him max contract.
Yeah, if they don't give him
that max contract that's a lot of money in the NBA, especially guaranteed money, because if he walks, there goes the Splash Bros. Yeah. Splash Bros are out. And I've already seen rumors of Klay
I saw those rumors. I'm not sure I bought into them a whole lot because Klay likes Golden State. I think he likes. Oh yeah. He likes it. He loves it there, and I think as long as they give him, as long as they pay him, he's staying.
Yeah, but don't you think that Klay Thompson wants to be a star of his own team?
No, he said on multiple occasions. And if he goes to LA, he ain't the star.
Just because you say something, that's different.
Right, but if he goes to the Lakers, he's not the star. He got.
Oh yeah.
But so the rumors that he's going to the Lakers if he leaves the Warriors.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes. But if I were him, I would go to a team where I can be the man. Yeah, you don't have.
I don't think he's capable of being the man.
I don't think
he's capable of being the man.
You don't think so?
I don't think he can't be the best player on a great team.
Well, he's been living in the shadow of Curry. And
but we
give
him props. We talk about how he's the best shooter in the league.
He's been dropping points this year.
Yeah.
But you know what?
He gets his props.
He needs to have his own team to see if he's the man, to see if he can do it. Klay Thompson, I think he's one of the more underrated players in the NBA.
Oh, he's a great defender too.
Oh yeah.
Great on but
oh yeah.
he's not a dominant ball handler, and I think to be the best player look at all the best players on the good teams. They can dribble the ball up, dribble around for 20 seconds, and take a shot and nail it. They can drive inside. They can run the offense. Or
get fouled while shooting a three.
But they can run the offense, and I don't think Clay can run an offense by himself. I think he runs off screens, catch and shoot. Like, he scores 40 points and takes 4 dribbles.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up as well. That's
so I don't think
that is just having talent around him.
Yeah.
And after you saying that, I agree. I think he needs to go somewhere where there are other great players.
He can be the second best player. If he goes to LA, him and LeBron would be great.
He's the third. He is debatable.
He
the
was
fourth
second
best player on his team.
He was the second best player.
And he became
and
the
then
third.
Kevin Durant came in.
And now Boogie's there, and if Boogie gets back,
and if Boogie plays the way he was, he's the fourth. And the fifth, Draymond. But that's Draymond Green is the fifth best player on that team.
Draymond has had a rough year offensively, though. He's shooting less than 30% from three. He cannot make a shot anymore.
Great defensively.
He's not an all-star this year, no doubt.
Yeah, he's not.
What about DeAndre Jordan? Have you seen that free throw routine?
Oh, yeah. He always talks to someone.
Yeah, he gets the ball. Hey, am I going to make it? Or, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Just talking to the guy. And then just...
And he's shooting like 77% now, and he's been like a 45.
A career high. And that Mavs team is looking pretty nice. Like, I'm not going to lie.
In a couple of years, they might be something, because Luka looks like a stud.
Love Dirk, but if he's gone...
Dirk's done after this season.
Yeah.
Which is okay. And they're giving him his last year respectfully, which is what you do when you have... They're setting one white
guy out and bringing in another.
Get the European, bring another one in. Yeah.
Man, but Luka, he is the real deal. And he's going to be in the Rising Star game with Simmons and Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
They're basically the main guys. And I feel like that would be a pretty good game to watch the Rising Stars. Usually it is every year.
It's always fun to watch.
And so yeah.
Let me throw this out here real quick. So Lakers, Pelicans, I'm going back to Anthony Davis here.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Lakers call the Pelicans up and say, hey, we'll give you Lonzo, we'll give you Ingram, we'll give you 2 first-round picks, we'll give you Zubac, you think the Pelicans take that?
I wouldn't trade Lonzo.
You don't think so?
Nope. I think Lonzo could be a top point guard.
Right, but you're not willing to give him up to get Anthony Davis?
No. He is an assist maker.
So it's LeBron James.
Exactly, but LeBron James also is a shooter. He is a pretty good shooter. To an extent, yes.
He's hot.
But with someone like Lonzo at point guard,
I understand he has a chance to be a great player.
Yes.
But you got LeBron. He's 33 years old. You're trying to win now. You don't got time to wait for these young guys to figure it out. And they haven't looked like Ingram hasn't improved at all in 3 seasons. Like, it's time to move on. Go get a star. Go win with LeBron.
But it wouldn't be.
Laker fans have been waiting for 5 seasons for these guys, and none of them have come around.
Yes, but the 2 players that I keep, or the 3 players that I keep on that team, Lonzo, Josh Hart, and Kyle Kuzma. Ingram could be gone, yes.
Yeah, I'll give up Ingram, I'll give up Zubac, I'll give up first-round picks. I'll even give up 2 of the 3 guys you just mentioned for Anthony Davis.
Really?
Yeah. I'd throw it all into... Because think about it. If they don't make the trade now, they're not going to get it because the Pelicans are going to have better options.
They always next offseason.
But they're not going to get it in the offseason.
I don't know. I understand that. But there always could be another player.
That's true.
That could come up like Anthony Davis. And I think that it's not worth it for...
But I think the Lakers have been waiting for a while and playing their cards. Like you saw with Paul George, they kind of got cute and were like, we'll wait till the offseason and get him in free agency and didn't make the trade, and they didn't get him. I don't think you can miss out on a guy like that again, especially Magic Johnson. I don't think you can miss out on a guy like that again and waste another season of LeBron's and keep his job.
Yep.
I think he has to make a move now or in the offseason or he's gone. And that's a Laker legend in the front office.
Yeah.
But he's got to do something because LeBron's not getting any younger. He's not going to sit around and wait for him.
Yeah.
Like they got to go.
And with him getting hurt this year, could that impact him being, hey, I might retire here soon. I might not be able to play with my boy.
This is the first time we've seen LeBron get injured like ever.
Yeah, that I can remember.
Yeah, it's
and
never
considering
really
that his son's what, 6th grader, 7th grader, 8th grader, not even in high school yet.
And he's in high school next year.
Yeah, high school next year. I think he's an 8th grader. But him saying, yeah, I want to play with my son, like that would be awesome.
That's in like 5 years. So.
Yeah, that's a while. We'll see. He could already go back to Cleveland and play with his.
But do you think it's a foregone conclusion Anthony Davis is either a Laker or a Celtic next season? Or do you
Yes.
think someone else could jump him?
He'll be a Celtic.
You think so?
Either that or he goes somewhere
Celtic
where...
or Laker, or someone who has like the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. He'll get... The number 1 overall pick will be Cleveland. But...
Perhaps.
With
Well,
that,
the draft lottery, we
okay,
never know.
yeah, but with that number 1 pick...
It's going to be Zion.
Exactly. You can't pass on Zion.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Zion?
Oh, man. Once in a decade player.
Okay.
I think he's a once in a decade
Think he
player.
has a chance to be the best player in the league at some point?
At some point, maybe.
Okay.
He's a big...
I'm not as high on him, just because I don't... What position is he going to play? I don't think he can play on the perimeter. He doesn't really have
the
perimeter.
shots.
He doesn't have the shot or the ball handling or the passing.
Yeah.
But he's not big enough to play the 5. And then
I think he can play the 4.
Yeah, in today's NBA though, that you want your 4 to be able to shoot, and he can't shoot the ball, which is what worries me. But if he can develop a jump shot, he'll be a great player.
And hell, it's his first year.
Yeah.
In college basketball, and he's doing
Exactly.
what he's
He's
doing.
got plenty of time.
Exactly. You can always...
I'm not jumping on the train that he's gonna be like all-star next season. He's gonna come in like Luka is and dominate.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think we've
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we've done pretty good with this, and so we're gonna talk about a little bit one thing next, and that will be going into February 9th, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We are doing a fight night between our friends, and it's gonna be pretty good. And and considering that we may be really good friends and co-hosts on this show, but we will be the main event. We will be fighting each other, and it's
gonna be fun.
It's gonna be good. We've been
all
talking.
in good fun though.
Yeah, all in good fun.
No,
we don't hate
no
each other.
beef.
No beef with each other. We love each other. I wouldn't want to come. I wouldn't want to do this show with anyone else. And we're 4. I think there's 4.
So 4 nights, 4 fights.
We're doing
February
3.
9th.
Yes.
All of them will be posted on the Full Sun podcast.
Yep. And we might do live. We may not. We still haven't decided yet. But if you'd like to watch, by all means, watch them, please. Watch them for a good time. Watch them with your family if you want to see some blood. Just kidding. There's not going to be any blood unless it comes from someone's nose.
Yours.
Like last time. Okay now. But Chance will be fighting as well. So we might have to put a block over his head to hide his identity. So yeah, he's the pretty one of the group, the prettiest one. That's why we have him behind the computer. He actually is a cutie, but we're not gonna say anything. So we're gonna wrap that up. Thanks for joining us if you made it all the way through, and like and subscribe to the Full Send podcast. And that's
about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for
all right.
tuning in.
I'm Frank.
I'm Joe.
And see you next time.